Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Rider Review. We are now on episode 26. I know it has been a long time coming. We stopped midway through last season, maybe even the season before. I don't exactly remember, but I wanted to bring the Rider Review back for another season, and it's looking like the Riders are set up to do numbers this season. But yeah, if you aren't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Like, comment, share, do all that, and if you haven't already, go vote for me for America's Next Top Hit Maker. Sorry, my dog is making an appearance. This is George, but yeah, I guess let's get into the game review. So, I attended the game last night at Mosaic. It is currently June 6th. As I'm filming this, it's in the morning. I'm filming this before I head to work, and I just wanted to go over a few of the stats and what I thought of the game. And we're going to start on the offensive side of the ball here. Drew Brown threw for 413 yards and 2 touchdowns. And then Trevor Harris threw for 277 yards and 2 touchdowns as well. Drew Brown, yeah, it says he threw for over 400 yards. But the thing is, it wasn't that impressive. It wasn't an impressive 400 yards. It was more of a, every pass he threw was short, and his receivers really did all the work. And, I was listening to the Green Zone, and I called in, so if you guys listen to that, thank you guys for listening to the Green Zone. But I heard that he threw for 10 yards a pass and threw for 40. He threw 40 times. So, it's not horrible, but, not great. So, do with that what you will. Then Trevor Harris. I'm going to be honest, our offense did look a little bit flat there, to start out the game. But, it's to be expected. I mean, when you have a quarterback like Trevor Harris, he's always going to figure something out. He's always going to get it going. So, yeah, Trevor Harris is one of the best in the league, simply put. And I saw a stat before the game that the last time the Ottawa Redblacks won a game at Mosaic was when Trevor Harris was their quarterback. So I think just all these things coming in the new season, there's not a lot of, things you can really come down and say this stuff needs to be fixed right now. There is one thing that I will talk about later, but we'll do that when we talk about the offense. But running backs, it is unfortunate that A.J. Ouellette got injured. I will say this team is, there's depth right now. Looking at the injuries out of week 1, we have A.J. who went down. We have Shake and Bake who went down. We have Roland Milligan who went down. And then just to add in rub a little salt in the wound, Peyton Collins went down. So this team is really showing off their depth to start out the season. And Bertrand Dudon came in, and wow, the guy ran for 57 yards and a touchdown. And I'm just going to check how many attempts this guy had. He had 14 attempts. So anybody who's been a Saskatchewan Roughrider fan has been, you know Bertrand Dudon, and you know what kind of run you're going to get with him. This guy runs straight up the field, and he's going to go through you. He's not really an elusive running back. He's more of a power guy, and that really showed. Stand back, going back to last year, to me, it honestly looks like he lost his step, because you go back to last year, I think the East or the West Final, when he was with BC, and he just couldn't get going. It was the same thing, and the week before that too, or week 19, I think, when the Riders played BC, he did not look great, in my opinion. I don't think Stanback is, I'm not going to say he's washed, but I don't think he has the same explosiveness he used to. He can catch. I think he's more of a receiving back now than he was, at the beginning of his career. But, yeah. And then receiving yards. Samuel Emilus. What else do you have to say? He is one of the best, if not the best receiver in the CFL. This guy is Canadian. He's got to be a top 3, not 2 or 3. And he just makes stuff happen. You get that ball to Samuel Emilus, and he's going to make things happen. 8 catches for 133 yards and a touchdown. And then he even lost a shoe on a touchdown, which was hilarious, but still comes down with the touchdown. He is a talented receiver. Yes, he did lose the ball once, but that's going to happen. It's game 1. Things happen that you don't expect to happen in regular season play. So, and then Justin Harty also had 133 yards. That Ottawa receiving core looks really good. Gino was doing things. You know, I think he caught every ball that was thrown to him. You can check me on that. I'm not going to go in and check his stats. Keyshawn Johnson also had a sneaky good game. He caught, let's see how many passes he caught. I think he caught 4 passes for 68 yards with an average of 17.0, which is really good for Keyshawn Johnson. So I think this guy is an up-and-coming receiver. And honestly, I gotta give a quick shout out to Mitch Picton. If you guys listen to the Green Zone postgame show, I commented about Mitch Picton. Every time you throw the ball to that guy, he's gonna make something happen. I think that third pass, or no, was it 3 passes? I can't remember if it was 2 or 3 passes, but that last throw by Harris to him over the middle, I thought he came down with it. Maybe it was just where we were standing, the reviews that we got, like the review angle. He didn't catch the ball. I thought he did. It doesn't matter. He's one of the most consistent receivers in the CFL, and I don't understand why he doesn't have a bigger role in this Riders offense. He really should, and just the fact that he's sticking around Saskatchewan, I think that shows character and whatnot. George has a stock of mine.
Give me that.
All right, sorry guys. Anyways, let's look over to we're gonna look over to the defensive side of the ball here. Unfortunately, as I mentioned beginning, Roland Milligan did go down with an injury. I'm not sure what kind of injury, but he did go down. Jameer Thurman with a heck of a game, 10 tackles. And that insane blitz up the middle, I don't remember if it was in the 3rd or the 4th quarter, but that was an insane play. They dialed that up all game. And untouched, just demolished Drew Brown. And I think, I lost it on that play. That was, I think when you make a play that insane, I think that just shows how good your defense is. Malik Carney, phenomenal. Or no, was that? Yeah, that was Jameer Thurman who made that sack. But Malik Carney got in there a few times. I'm looking at the. No, mine. Sorry, guys. This is unedited, so you guys are seeing everything. But Saskatchewan has the top 3 sacks leaders right now in the CFL. This team is going to be great. CJ Colden, after leading the sacks, or after leading the turnovers, or the takeaways, whatever you want to call it, last year, the team was, I think, plus 26 leading the league last year. Obviously this team has a lot to work on. And like I said, I was going to talk about the defense here. My dad was talking to me after the game, and he did point out that the defense, especially our secondary, they look scared to tackle, but I don't really know how much stake you can put into that. I mean, next week, I think, I should look here, I should probably double check. Next week, the Riders are set to face off against Hamilton, and Bo is going to light them up if that's how they're going to play. So I think Corey Mace is going to get in there, and he's going to, get things done. He's going to make sure this team knows what's coming for them. Our secondary, they struggled, but you know what? It's week 1. Let's hope they get better for next week. If not, it's going to be scary. But that's just how it is. And then moving over to the special teams category. If you guys listen to the Green Zone, I said this when I called in. I want to send a heartfelt apology to Mario Alford. All throughout the preseason, I was dogging on the guy. He just, I don't know. I thought he lost his job, and I thought Dre McCray had taken over that return, but clearly not. That's what I'm gonna say. Like, Mario Alford still is, and will be. I believe for the remainder of the season, he will be one of the best returners in the CFL. He got a lot of flack for just going out of bounds, and that maybe he was nursing an injury last year, but he was going through contact. He was finding space on that missed return. On that missed field goal return or extra point. I can't remember if it was a missed field goal or a missed extra point. On that return, that's what I remember. That's who I know Mario Alford to be. That was a great play. He showed that he still has it. And honestly, I will say flat out, I was wrong throughout the preseason. I was completely wrong, and I will take all the flack I'm going to get. Joe Couch was 112 return yards. I just saw that. But anyways, Richie Leone, 44.33. I mean, he looked good. And then you got Joe Couch. His punting average did take a little bit of a hit on that last punt there, because obviously they're trying to end the game and whatnot. But overall, I think Couch looked really good. I liked what I saw from him. He has a great leg. This team, I'm looking forward to what they can do. I'm really looking forward to seeing this team go out there and win football games. It's going to be a great season. That's it for me. If you guys haven't already, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, share, turn on your post notifications. Make sure you guys go vote for me for America's Next Top Hitmaker. I would love that. That'd be amazing. Also, go stream Too Late. It's out on all platforms. We're almost at 3,500 streams, so please get it there. That'd mean a lot to me. But that is it for this edition, episode 26 of the Rider Review. We will see you guys probably, most likely, on next Sunday, after the Saskatchewan Roughriders have taken on the Hamilton Tigers.